I have Dara here. Dara's story is really interesting because she started off as a creative who was looking to hire a VA. She is one of my students from the VA crash course. Tell everybody, because a lot of people in this group want to be in your position. So Dara took the course in July, August. I think we wrapped up around August, and then already had a client, already paid off her course fee within what did you tell me, 3 weeks?
3 weeks.
That's amazing.
So I had my first client within like a week of finishing the course.
Oh my gosh. Where did you get the client?
Actually, it's kind of a funny story because like I said, I just finished the course, so I hadn't really started to really look for clients.
Uh-huh.
But one of my acquaintances that I was friends with on Facebook was asking for a VA. And so I just messaged her and was like, hey, I've just started doing this. So like, if you're interested, let me know.
Oh, that's awesome. And that's what I like to tell people. I'm like, just your inner circle, your little circle of people will know somebody who needs a VA to help them out online. And that's exactly what you did. And you got hired.
Yes.
No questions asked.
Yes.
So this is her side hustle, you guys. She's just doing this for fun because she's a go-getter.
I kind of started out like as a crafter with a business in crafting, and I had joined a business group with Jennifer Allwood, and through that group I kind of learned about being a VA. I had no idea what a VA was when I first joined her group, and then I realized that there's a big demand for it and thought maybe it was something I could do, and that's kind of how I found Emily. I enjoy learning, and so I thought this would be kind of fun to try out, and I thought this would be a good way to earn a little bit of money for saving towards a house. So I'm hoping to buy my first house soon. When I had first found out about being a VA, I had, well, it wasn't really, at that time I wasn't thinking about being a VA. I had actually liked your page thinking one day my business was probably going to need one.
Yeah.
And then several months went by, and like I said, I had kind of realized that there was a big demand for it, and that might be something I thought about doing. And around the same time you had posted about your course, so I was like,
And you just jumped in?
Yep.
Wow, that's amazing. A lot of people overthink it, but you already, I think I don't have to convince you, because if you see the work demand, which you already saw, it's a no-brainer. I mean, people are hesitant, I think, to buy a course because they don't know if there's going to be work later. You'd already decided, yeah, I see it. I'm golden.
Right now, I'm doing about 6 or 7 hours a week between my several clients.
Okay. So now you have 3 clients now. Is that right?
Yes, as of this beginning of the last week, I have 3 clients now.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. And how did you get client number 2 and number 3?
The second client was actually was a friend on Facebook, and she had a travel business. And one day on Instagram, in her story, she just talked about how she was really overwhelmed with everything she was trying to keep up with having kids at home. She's a stay-at-home mom, but she works from home. And so I just reached out and asked her if it was something she'd be interested in me helping her with.
Look at you. Good for you. And what does she have you start doing right away? What's the first thing you start doing for her?
So she had not really done a whole lot with Pinterest recently.
Okay.
So I've started working on getting her Pinterest growing. And I'm also going to be helping her, or getting ready to start working on her blog and getting that kind of up to date.
Okay.
And I've been working on her email marketing.
Dara does a lot of what I do, which I'm very open and honest about it. I do a lot of email marketing, Pinterest marketing, and helping clients with blogging. And I really think that's kind of the pathway in to get your foot in the door. And also social media comes with that. But those are pretty easy tasks to take off a client's plate and really help them, because they don't need to be focused on that stuff. So tell me how you got your third client, because now I'm just really curious.
My third client was actually someone that I was referred from you.
You know what? I totally wasn't leading into that.
Yes.
We're getting so many client leads right now, and it's getting really hard for me to keep track of it. So tell us that story about how you started off just doing Facebook for a client and what that turned into.
She decided she just kind of wanted to start with Facebook and just see where that went. And then after, I think it was like a week, maybe 2 weeks, she was really happy with how her Facebook was doing. And so she decided she wanted to pass off Pinterest to me. And then that led into doing a lot of her email marketing and even a little bit of website updating. So we're kind of doing everything now.
Now you're like the unicorn. Yeah, I'm going to do this. So now that you have gotten your feet wet and you're in it, what's your best advice for somebody who's new to get hired?
Sure. When you first find out about somebody that's interested, I think it's always really useful if you go check out their pages, their different social media, their website, to kind of get an idea of what they do. And also it's helpful so that you can kind of see where they might need a little bit more help or suggestions that you can offer to, kind of help them grow and do what they need to do.
Yeah, definitely do your research. You're so right about that. And I think being able to see their strengths and their weaknesses will definitely put you in a position to be hired. So what do you wish you had known starting out in the VA world?
How to narrow down how you want to communicate with them, because if you don't kind of tell them, hey, send me what you need, your tasks and things in like Trello, which is what I use to organize my tasks, or just send it through email. If you don't kind of tell them you want them to get a hold of you, you'll find that they'll Facebook message you and email you and, kind of spread out their content and put it in different places. And it's going to make it really difficult for you to find it. And something may end up lost in the shuffle if you're not careful.
I think you are spot on right there, because I'll have clients who text me, use Asana, Instagram DM me, Voxer me, and then email me, and then Facebook Messenger me. And I'm like, no. This is like crazy. So I think you're dead on about really narrowing it down. So I'm so glad you brought that up, and we'll make sure we talk about that with our students, because I think excellent advice. What would you say to somebody who is thinking about being a VA? Like, what kind of advice or encouragement would you give them?
Go for it. It's really like, if you don't think you know what you're doing, you know more than you think you do, and what you don't know, you can learn.
Yeah, that's good. I'm like going to write that down, and I can't thank you enough. I'm so proud of you for taking a leap of faith and doing something extra to improve yourself and help put you in a better position. And I know you're doing really well out there because I see you getting the clients. So thank you so much, Dara.
Thank you.